Okay, I got another video for you, but first I want to bring up something. As a cop, you need to be careful and you need to follow some hard, fast rules. Why?
Stop! 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 Take your hands out your pocket! Take your hands out your pocket! If you don't stop, I'm gonna tase you. I'm not playing with you. Take your hands out your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket! Take your hands out your pocket! Shots fired! Shots fired! This match, I'm in! There's Echo Star, I'm in! I'm in! I'm
Okay, it starts with the small things as a cop, and there's things you should not do. Okay? I'll give you an example of something you should not do as a cop. And now we know why, right?
In public?
Right.
Oh, I support that 100%.
So we're not going to bother you guys. You guys are good to go. They said you're good. You don't have any weapons or anything to be concerned about. So we're going to.
Okay, the problem was when he asked Jason Gutter Trash, do you have weapons? Gutter Trash says, whatever you see. Okay, let me tell you some rules for cops, okay? I mean, I used to be a cop, and, I hate to say it, but we lost some people, and, we did a lot of shooting, too. So, our department, we lost people. We also killed people, but the thing is, I guess I was in a very rough department in Georgia, but, anyway, as a cop, you do not address the perpetrator as sir. You lose your footing. If you're playing football and you got the football and you're running towards the goal line, do you drop the ball? Well, when you say sir, you've just dropped the ball. So, one rule as a cop, you don't say sir to a perpetrator. Also, when the perpetrator says, get your supervisor now. No, you don't get the supervisor. No. If you're going to call backup, call for backup. And that's not going to be your supervisor.
Get out of your hair and let you get back to work.
So what's the concern with the weapon, even if there was?
So you're not allowed to have them in the federal facility.
Inside of a federal building?
Yes.
Right, but you guys would have to then contact Federal Protection Service.
Okay, that is arguing. And let me tell you something as a cop, you don't argue with these perpetrators, okay? When arguing ensues, you arrest. Period. And by the way, oh, you're wrong, you shouldn't be carrying a weapon either. Let me tell you something as a policeman. You are never wrong as a policeman. Even when you're wrong, you're not wrong, okay? Another thing, name and badge number. And these pussy cops, they just cough it up. Oh, yeah, okay, you told me. You don't give up your name and badge number when it's on demand. What you do as a policeman is if they say name and badge number, you don't have to respond to that. And why these people are in this customer service mode, I do not know. But cops are getting killed. And you know what? It's their fault. As a former cop, I'm going to say cops, by acting the way these two guys are acting, you're just asking for it. And what's worse is you're going to get some other people killed. Innocent people that shouldn't be killed. One thing as a cop, when you demand ID, it's not a negotiation. Once they refuse ID the first time, it's an arrest. Okay? First time they do it, it's an arrest. You don't give second chances. You don't negotiate. But this is a very weak department, and these are very weak officers. I mean, the one on the right, he has some hope. But the other one on the left, not for you, buddy. And the reason I say that is you're going to get yourself hurt, and you're going to let others get hurt that shouldn't be hurt. Okay, you ask somebody a question, flip an answer, arrest. Okay, you need some hard and fast rules, and you guys don't have any, and you guys have a lack of discipline, okay? Uncooperative suspect, arrest. Boom, okay? It's not a negotiation, all right? So that's the thing. And if you can't handle the small guys like this Jason Gutter Trash, you can't handle the big ones. Okay, it's really that simple. All right. But But anyway, this is for the cops, okay, or future cops. Get some hard and fast rules, and the time to establish those is before you leave the house. Let's see what else we got. We got
I think
ass
everything
wipe.
is an opportunity to learn something and look outside of your comfort zone, like I always like to say.
Okay, he says he's there to educate. But actually, he's not there to educate. He's there to instigate. And he's there to violate. He says he wants to investigate, but he's going to litigate. And every time he opens his mouth, what he does is defecate. Jason Gutter Trash, he needs to take a shit because it's starting to come out of his mouth instead of his rectum.
I'd be happy to tell you what we're doing if you're interested. I saw you looking.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm trying to avoid cameras, and you guys are just constantly on.
Well, that's
me,
okay.
so-
We're the good guys. And
No,
we're
you're
doing a good
not.
thing out
You're a
here.
liar.
And you'll be proud of me if you give me a second to tell you what it is.
No, I won't.
So this is my son.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we've been traveling the country for 80,000 miles for the past 3 years, defending people's rights and defending our Constitution.
That's bullshit.
So what this is an exercise of my right to be out in a publicly accessible area.
No,
public
it's
place,
aggravate.
taking video and photographs.
I
No
see.
social agenda, no political agenda, no religious agenda, no agenda. Just
You're there to aggravate, not to educate. But you want to litigate. And some of these jackass frauditor wannabes, they like to replicate.
taking pictures in public.
What are you doing with the video then?
They go on YouTube. Videos go on YouTube. And this place, I'll tell you what, if this is your DMV and you live around here, these folks did exceptional today. Fantastic. The director of the place, the supervisor, is a wonderful person.
He
You have a
does
great
not look
staff here.
impressed.
And we're trying to get this world one little tiny piece at a time back to some sense of normalcy because what's
No, you're
going on
not.
is just absolutely ridiculous. So we're trying to desensitize people from camera. Back in the day, I'm sure you remember, people would jump out in front of a camera when they saw it on the street and say, "Hi, Mom."
Oh, ha, ha, that was a good
Now all of a sudden
joke.
everybody goes into fear and panic mode.
Stop
So maybe that's not the
recycling
right way to do things.
jokes.
Just trying to inspire a little thought. That's all.
No, you're not.
So we appreciate you, man. And I also invite you, whatever you value and whatever you enjoy in this life,
And then he wants to plug his channel. You know, look at all this, and don't forget to click like and subscribe.
and we're supposed to be leaving tomorrow, so this isn't really going to help my situation. I'm going to be in Florida all winter. We're going to be in Florida until April.
Y'all family here?
I have a lot of family in Florida. I have family right in Santa Rosa Beach. I got family all over the place in Florida. I lived in Miami Springs for 8.5 years. I'm not the bad guy, man. I'm standing on
Yeah, you
somewhere
are.
taking pictures. At the end of the day, I was just saying to them, there's that thing, you might beat it in court, but you can't beat the ride. I didn't break the law. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
did.
guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. You want to know what I'm...
Now, a lot of things, guys say, well, he beat the charges, stuff like that. Yeah, he beat the rap, but he didn't beat the ride. And it's okay to make arrests, even if they don't stick. That's okay. There's a record there. All right, so, yeah, minor arrests are okay. And as a cop, you should make them, actually. Now, in Georgia, when I was a cop, we were there to fill the jail, quite frankly. And the supervisor says, you got to put some people in jail. That jail ain't going to pay for itself. Yeah.
doing here, I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
No, you're not.
Investing me and my son is not really productive. All I'm trying to do is pay my bills, man, and put
No, you're
food on
not.
the table. And I'm a hard-working guy.
No, you're
Well,
not.
there
You're a
you
liar.
heard it right out of the leprechaun's mouth. All he's trying to do is pay his bills. And obviously, no, he's not a hard worker. But it's all about the money. That's the only reason these idiots do what they do.
Been working hard for 35 years. I've been with that young lady for 37 years. I started dating her when I was 14 in high school.
You've been in media most of your life?
I went to the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan from 1989 until 1992, majoring in photography.
And
then I
you
was a staff
failed.
photographer for the New York Times for years.
That's a
And then
lie.
After that, I was a personal photo assistant to Patrick de Marchelier, one of the most famous fashion photographers that ever lived.
No.
I'm not the guy that's out here breaking the law, man. I didn't
Yeah,
do
you
anything
are.
wrong, I can promise you.
And you're a
I'm not gonna
liar.
hang out with my 17-year-old son across from my high school with some nefarious intent against the school.
He was
I wouldn't be
18
curious
earlier.
about that. I have no interest in the school. This officer was sitting out in front of the school the whole time. He saw what I was doing. Never pointed my camera over there. I have no interest in the school.
That's a lie.
My son just graduated high school with a 4.0 average.
That's
He's a
another
wonderful
lie.
kid. He doesn't need to be sitting in the back of a police car. We're not those people.
Yeah, you are.
I can assure you, all I'm trying to do is pay my bills. And if it's going to make you feel better knowing who I am and satisfy any thought that there might be something going on here. You have my ID. You know what I'm doing. I just explained everything.
Because you're under arrest.
The only reason I didn't want to get into a whole conversation with people, which I never like to do, is because the sun's going down. It's the end of the day. I don't want to be accused of starting instigating people, harassing people. I try to stay out of conversations.
You
That's a
are
lie.
such a liar. Every time that you stay on a property for more than 30 minutes and nothing happens, you try to instigate conversations. You try to get reactions because, as we all know, without a reaction, there is no video.
Okay, I also spent 14 years as a hotel manager in New York. I'm not a
And you got fired for that.
okay? And I apologize to you if I came across having
That's his wife.
not answering your questions last time.
All right, so I cut out about 15 minutes of him talking out of his ass as usual. So I'm going to fast forward to where he starts begging the police. That's the part we all want to see, right?
I accept responsibility for that, and that's what I did.
That's a lie.
You'll be able to explain that at first appearance tomorrow morning. You can't do it.
You're going to make me sleep in jail tonight, sir?
Yeah.
Please don't. Please, sir. Can't you give me an appearance ticket? I will show up in court. Please.
Actually, I can't
Please,
because
I'm
you're not
begging.
local.
Listen.
If you had a local address, you could. But your address on your driver's license is not South Dakota or something like that.
Sir, please. Don't lock me up overnight, man. Please, you don't know my history. I have very serious anxiety and panic issues. Please don't lock me up.
What? Can take them
I
off?
will show up. I promise you, I will show up. You can keep my equipment. What you think is what we're really talking. Yeah, but sir, please don't lock me in the jail, sir. Please. I'm begging you. I didn't break the law.
Sir,
No,
please.
I begged you to. I will get out of here. You'll never see me again.
Sir.
Please, sir, please. I'm begging you. I swear to you, I have anxiety and panic attack issues, but I'm just finally getting a handle
Please,
on
sir,
it.
please don't arrest
I don't need to sleep in a
Please.
jail cell tonight. Please, sir, I'm begging you.
I totally understand that he has an anxiety disorder, and that's unfortunate. Me too, I have anxiety, but one thing that I don't do is I don't go around committing crimes because that will definitely make my anxiety worse. So I avoid that. You should try that too, Jason. You should try finding something productive to do that doesn't involve harassing
This is from
people
Frauditor
and committing
Troll.
crimes.
I hope he doesn't mind me using his
Please, I'm
footage.
begging you too.
I just had to
I
get
promise you, I
this.
am not trying to break the law. And I am not a
They're not my laws.
criminal.
They're state of Florida.
But sir, I'm not
just a law enforcement
I'm
officer.
not
I
a
don't write
criminal,
them.
sir. Please.
Please.
I'm begging you. Like one man and another, please. I am not breaking the law.
Begging.
And I do not want to spend the night in jail. Please, sir.
Please.
Please.
Please, sir.
Sir. Sergeant Ranger, please. Please, just have a moment, take a moment and have a little sympathy for an old man. I'm 52 years old.
I love this guy.
But we're the same age.
Yeah, but sir, all I'm doing is trying to work to pay my bills.
No, you're not.
I didn't do it. Please, I'm begging you.
Go to jail.
You're gonna cause me. You don't know what you're gonna do to my life if you lock me up for one night, man. Please, I'm not a
Yeah, I do.
Please, sir.
Never called you a criminal.
Look, I didn't break the law here today, sir. Please. I will get out of here. I promise you. You'll never see me again.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, as a cop, you'd never unarrest a person. Okay? I want to see your supervisor. Okay, we're going down to county. You can see him. But once you arrest a person, you don't unarrest a person. And you don't need a supervisor for this.
I didn't call you a criminal, but you did break the law.
Well, sir, I do not intend to break the law. You told me that the statute says I have to have legitimate business purpose. I have a legitimate business purpose here. I'm working.
He gave you so many opportunities to leave, but yet you chose to stay, and here you are in handcuffs. This is your decision. This is your doing.
I'll give you whatever you want. Oh, but please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail. Sir, I'm begging you.
We're not criminals.
They're gonna make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what you're
drink.
doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you drinking? Oh man.
I get this from Frauditor Troll.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please. Sir, there's nothing we can do to discuss this, sir. Please.
We're trying.
We're taking pictures on the sidewalk, baby.
Okay, one thing when you're patting down suspects, wear gloves. That's what we were taught at the academy. Even the jail academy taught us to wear gloves. So I always brought... and you know what really works are those Nomex flight gloves that the military uses. Yeah, those gloves work great. Those flimsy gloves, yeah, people like wearing them. But when you're handling evidence, use gloves. When you're handling inmates, wear gloves. I'm not trying to correct the policeman, but I guess police are just more, they're soft these days. And these guys are doing a good job, but they're very soft. What you didn't see was Jason Gutter Trash harassed the cops for like an hour before this happened. So it took a long time before we came to this.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please?
Yeah, you go
Don't
to jail.
do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man.
Yeah, we do.
Please, I'm begging.
I'm begging.
Where am I going to put my feet?
As he's begging, all I hear in my head is the thousands of people that say, "Sir, please, can you stop recording me? Can you stop harassing me? Can you point your camera somewhere else?" Well, thank God they're getting justice now. Even though the case was dropped, at least he felt like shit for a day.
Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please.
I'm closing the door. Cuffs up, so I got an order.
Yeah, that's a little stiff.
Now his son's back recording some more. Let's go ahead and get him out.
Can you please tell me where to take you?
Yes, ma'am, to the Bay County Jail. It's at 5700 Star Lane.
Wear gloves when you're handling evidence, guys.
It's goodies right
Bag of goodies.
Don't they teach that at the academy anymore? Because when I went to the police academy, they taught us to wear gloves.
Your mag. There's your bullet, Barney. This has his concealed carry permit. Everything in there. Plus I believe the son's pepper spray threw in there.
Okay, so Gutter Trash and his son, they carry a gun. And now I've been told by somebody else that they actually carry at least 2 guns concealed for both of them. So I guess it's 4 guns plus pepper spray. So what I've been told recently is that they go well armed. So, yeah, you guys have to stop being lackadaisical because you're going to get a bullet like the other cop. And you're going to allow some innocent bystander to get a bullet too.
And off he goes to jail. Anyways, this video was not on Amagansett Press's channel, but I'm sure he will try very hard to get it taken down with a false copyright strike. So we're going to pair this video with another one, that way we can dot our I's and cross our T's and make